Me. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hi. Yes, I know that Corey's gonna be starting in 3 minutes. Blah 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 blah. We're technically late, but if it keeps you at your seats, all patient and everything, he's not gonna start in 3 minutes. Are you fucking crazy? Corey's starting on time? Are you stupid?
Bro, the internet's not free. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Dumbs over there in the chat, expecting he's gonna be over here on time, on early. Wow. Anyways, hey,
on time, on early.
I mean, that should be a new thing we should start saying now. I'm gonna be over there on early. Okay,
Nick, you have this tendency when you fuck up a word to save yourself. You're like, we should just say that from now on.
Yeah, I know. I really wish we could just do that. Oh, look at that. We got a follow over here in the chat, I believe. Hacked 1984. Hopefully you don't hack us. But how's it going there, dude? What you up to? What are you into? And yeah, are you here because of Double Toast, or are you here because of us? I would like to assume that it's the latter, but I mean, that would just be me lying. Alan, how are you doing, man?
I am doing pretty good. Been a crazy day, but doing pretty good.
Double D's in the chat. Oh my God, Double D's up on my knees. And I think that'd be bigger than Double D's. What's like the biggest set? Hey Jed, what's the biggest set of titties you've ever seen in your life?
Oh my God.
Let's see. When I was in elementary school, I was friends with a girl with an F cup.
Really?
And
by the way, okay, can I? This is gonna be. I'm gonna ask a fucking really weird question.
Really? Weirder than that. You're gonna top it.
Oh fuck yeah! That's why me and Jed's relationship works so well, is because we're both like crazy.
Fucking crazy people, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. No, Jed, really quick.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, there's perverts in school, whatever, the teachers and whatnot. But I mean, let's be honest here. Everybody, even the normal people that are not interested in her sexually, are gonna look at some F titties, right? I mean, you know, look at F for respect, the whole thing. Did you have any teachers that kind of give her an eye that's like, that looks really weird, Mr. Smith, or whatever the fuck? Like, did anyone, like, mention it or anything, or?
oh well, I mean, the best thing you can do is absolutely not say anything at all. Because I mean, like, we're in elementary school, we're not doing like swim class or nothing or anything like that. Most of the time, she wore like a tracksuit. So.
Because it just seems a little like abnormal. Like if I walked around and had, like, you know, two mouths.
Like the only mention of it, like anyone ever said, was like her sister was like 2 grades older, and I would call her mega titties, and that's about it.
Very uncreative. You could have went with bigger ones.
Or
better ones.
Yeah, but then again, you don't want something to scar you for life.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting about elementary. Are you sure it wasn't middle school or like anywhere more like acceptable for this joke?
Well, it was 3rd grade.
You could have lied, though, to make me look better, because this is very weird.
There's no lie on earth that could have made you look better from this entire conversation.
Maybe having F-size titties might make me look better. I don't know. I wonder how she's doing now. You think
shit, you're halfway there, so go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's a fat joke. That's fucked up.
I'm sorry. I saw that there. Like
I would bet that right now she probably has way bigger titties.
Of course. Nah,
wait, they keep growing after F?
Yeah, like she was only in elementary school. Like most girls don't stop growing until they're 18.
I mean, it depends on. She might have had some version of reduction. That eventually happens where they're like, yeah, this is too much to deal with.
Okay.
A lot of black women tend to keep.
I like the biggest boobs ever, and it's all porn, guys. Look, like, see.
Why are you doing this?
Because I wanted to know.
What?
I wanted to know. Look at these names. Cum louder. Ugh.
We're gonna get fucking. Oh, we're gonna get fucking banned.
There's nothing. We're not showing anything, dude. We're not showing nothing.
You're gonna want fucking visual representation at some goddamn point,
dude. But I just got the name of the top one, biggest tits ever. It's like, and that's a search. That's like a popular search. So that just means some fucking dude on there is like, oh, you want to feel jerking off to today? Biggest boobies in the whole
I mean, this
world.
is a step up for fucking cows, so I should be proud of you, I guess.
Anybody who looks up big boobs on the internet, I think mentally you're kind of little like fucking not there. Like they're
12.
Oh, no, you're still stupid, because like when I was 12, yeah. Oh, why? What's wrong there? Fucking still a 12-year-old, 31-year-old man. But do you look up boobs ever?
For you, motherfucker. You still eat like you're 4.
For one, I don't know any 4-year-old that eats Legos.
You got the palate You got the palate of like a 3-year-old.
For one, when I was 2 years old, I was
This
eating
man drinks
applesauce.
nothing but chocolate milk, water, and goldfish as his snack.
for
That's
one,
a meal to him.
Okay. Right now I'm young, but like in 10 minutes, when I tell them what I actually eat, then they're gonna be calling me a fucking old man. I've had grape nuts before, motherfucker. I was working out, or not working out. I was working towards increasing my fiber count. That's how fucking old I am, dude. I keep
No,
shit old school.
the thing is you're still a kid, but you're a kid from the 50s.
Kids from the 50s ain't eat that shit. They're eating like fucking Honey on Cheerios.
No, they're drinking Coca-Cola with fucking crack in it.
Yep, exactly, and that's why they were able to get so much shit done, dude. That's the thing. People don't talk about that shit. People don't talk about how good drugs do to our community. Here's the thing. Biden said, "What are we talking about?" That's a great question, sir. Look up Annie Hawkins. I'm gonna look up Annie Hawkins. Is she? She's not a porn star, is she?
Don't do it.
Oh my god!
Damn it, Nick.
Those are big. I love this show, man. Anyway, so hi.
What the hell's with the picture on the bottom left?
I'm not gonna look. You know, let's look. Y'all with the eyes, I know, right? That's awful, dude. Do you think that hurts, or do you think there's like a bunch of wind that it sucks in too? Like your eyes get kind of like red, like oh fuck, like sucking all that oxygen.
I wonder if she sees things through like a fisheye lens.
Imagine how fucking quality her peripheral vision is. I know Alan's quite looking at the big titties of that one girl, and I understand those are some big titties. But the eyes, though, you know what I mean? You gotta look into the eyes. Anyway, so we got topics, by the way.
Do we?
Yeah, we'll get to them. Yeah, randal. By the way, you know, I want to bring that up. So thank you for bringing it up for me. But he says, "Good Lord, that's obesity, not natural." Here's the thing, dude. Did you know that obesity is actually a lot smaller than what some people actually say? Like, apparently, if you're like 25 pounds overweight or 30 pounds overweight, that's obese. I actually looked up right here. This is your body mass index.
Yeah.
Man, the body mass thing's bullshit.
No, it makes sense
really
because
is.
it really. Oh, okay. Well,
it's
Alan's actually been to
100%.
school, so.
Yeah. Well, no, it's one of those things where it starts off where you have the average body weight, but they're doing that based on societal standards more so than actual health standards, because like a lot of times, we have more access to food than we've ever had, but we've also had people that can actually afford to buy food regularly, not just starve themselves between paychecks. Like people were working like 1940s, 1950s. They only had so much food. Now you could go anywhere and get all sorts of fatty food because that's what makes food taste good, adding fat, adding sugar. So people gained a lot more weight. Right now, a healthy body weight would be technically considered obese, but what people think is obese is extremely obese.
Yeah.
Overweight right now is normal.
Yeah, but like that's still overweight. But, like you would be performing at a deficit than any other person that's in your particular
Not necessarily.
Like, age range.
That's the thing. Not necessarily, because it depends exactly on what you're doing, where the weight is, your gender, your race, and just essentially what you've been eating. Like you can gain a lot of weight eating nothing but fucking health foods and whatever. It's just, are you eating more? As I die. As you eat, are you eating more calories?
By the way, just to put this out here, not to like shit all over what you're saying, because you're sounding really smart right now, and I want you to sound so smart that I just, kick the fucking Jenga tower down when you're doing this. So I'm just gonna do it now while it's small. He has a Coca-Cola addiction, so it's like it is coming from like. And by the way, one of the ideas I have is the fat tap, because more than fucking half.
Stop
of us
calling
are
it
fat.
that.
I think it's a good idea. You attack the fat, as well as attacking fat people. I think you should attack fat people all the time, because if a fat person feels bad about you attacking them, guess what they do? They get fucking healthy. You know what I mean?
So
Roxy, how you doing?
I also want to point out, nothing I said is completely contradicted by the fact
You made fun of me earlier. You made fun of my big, fat, juicy ass, delicious titties, dude.
Anyway,
maybe not delicious. But you made fun of me. You said that I was half the size of like
I'm not even referencing that in the slightest.
You did.
I'm saying nothing that I'm saying gets contradicted by my own personal unhealthy choices. It's that right now, it's like looking at me. It's like, yes, I would consider myself slightly overweight. I would not consider myself obese, because but technically, if I were to go in and get physical, yes, I would be considered. But we're looking at fucking body standards from the '60s. That haven't changed to adjust what actually is healthy, because there's a lot of different definitions for what actually healthy is. Because like Jet probably, as far as the Chat Tech crew is concerned, would probably be the most underweight. But that's not a situation where she's unhealthy. She is just
shaming her for being underweight. Is that what you're doing? Now you're making fun of skinny people?
No.
Good. God damn it. By the way, Roxy, you muted. I don't know if you know. I know you're probably trying to fix everything. Oh, you're saying you can't quack, 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 quack. You know, she's doing this thing with like her hand, and she's saying she's gonna slit my throat or something. It's crazy. But she'll fix that in a bit here. And I feel
Roxy,
bad.
and you insulted her, so there's a good chance she'll try to kill you.
Yeah, possibly. But it'd be okay.
I just keep watching Gandhi just walking in the background. Like every now and then I'll just see like a full head of hair just like moving in the back.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but they even have like some apology flowers right there too.
Just like what's he gonna go get in that fridge?
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna show. He's all hungry.
I'm gonna show y'all really quick. Look,
Oh, no.
this is what's going on here on the side. See these roses right there? She's just over there. Wait, what's wrong, Roxy? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They can't hear me. I don't know. Oh, it's gone. It's okay. But anyways, Yak, what's up, man? He says Nick likes man titties. Oh, I like mine. Mine's are fine, but not other ones. They bum me out. Dicks and big man boobs really just ruin my fucking day. But I will say though, man, you know, like to Alan's point, I will, you know, because I'm making fun of fat people, whatever, and I feel like it's fine because, like, you know, I'm not saying that they're bad people. Just, you know, hey, be healthy. You know, you want to stick around your family, blah, 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 the whole thing. But I will say the obesity thing, I almost understand because for me, I always thought I was overweight. And then when I found out that, you know, and this was when I was like 240 pounds or something, someone told me, dude, you're obese. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And he looked it up. And it's like, not only am I obese, but I'm obese by 30 pounds. I'm 30 pounds over, like, the overweight part. And I felt so fucking awful. But at the same time, it's like, that's a scary thing to know that, like, just casually, just passively, you were this one particular weight, and all of a sudden, like, you're a quarter of that more. That's like a whole other half of a person who's half your size. Like, that's kind of crazy. And you'll start noticing, like, just how many things that affects in your everyday life. You know, it's fucked up. So anyways, not to get too sad here, but just take care of yourselves, guys.
Yeah, again, take care of yourselves, to eat healthy, and honestly the best way to kind of deal with it is just figure out how much calories you take in versus how much you burn, and that's a pretty good way to just kind of that'll even yourself out, so you're not gaining or losing weight, just staying stable.
Yeah,
that's what I'm right now. Like right now, I've not gained. I originally used to be 180. I'm now 173, and I've been like that for about a year and a half.
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's up?
There we go. Especially didn't fart.
Fucking Christ. Okay, anyways, I got out of the shower not too long ago because I got a haircut.
That's
great. Good.
Which brings up another thing. Who the fuck goes out after getting a haircut? You are literally covered in hair.
Okay, no, I
Like,
did that
I
a lot,
understand
though,
the cut is fresh, but
Oh
at the
hell
same
no!
time,
I could not do that.
but at the same time, you are literally covered in hair. Who the fuck is okay with that shit?
Well,
by the
who
way,
did that
even
to
if you
you?
don't
Like, someone
necessarily
did
like care about the dirt, like if you feel that all over your clothes, like when you put a shirt on after you've gotten a haircut, or if you're just doing that, it's like holy shit, it is like daggers in your
Well,
chest.
dude, don't they wrap that Omni-Man fucking thing around your neck?
Oh, I mean, I've never.
That does not help.
I've only gotten a haircut once in a barber
It doesn't
shop.
help at all. Every time I get my nape cut, it's the same thing over and over again. It just goes fucking everywhere.
Your nape?
Oh man, the back of her neck.
Oh, okay.
I only know that from Attack on Titan.
I have the bisexual undercut.
Yeah,
I don't know what
that's
that
cool.
means.
Yeah, no, her nape likes to. I quit.
Goes both ways.
Yeah, because that's.
I've only gotten a haircut once at a barber in my entire life, and they cut me bald.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You and bald hair would be bad, dude. Game Boy, what's
Bro,
up?
I was.
You're a skinhead?
No, I was. I think I was in still elementary school, so I must have been like 8 or 9. And I had the regular hair. I did the Ben Shapiro cut. That's what I had through most of my life. And I guess my dad usually cut the hair. That's why I kept the same hairstyle for most of my fucking life. And I guess one day he just didn't feel like it, so he's like, "Oh, just go down the street, go to a barber, whatever." Just kept going lower and lower, where it was literally like all my hair was gone, and I wore a hood for like 3 months because I just did not want to be seen like
What
that.
color was the hood?
I don't know.
Why does the driven snow?
Oh God! Okay. It was a regular sweater.
It was very pointy.
It was very bright. For some reason, like it would get in my eyes. So, yeah.
You kind of look like a ghost.
My
You know,
brain didn't
and then when I
even
left, they
connect
gave
that.
me a
Like,
tiki torch. It was great.
my brain didn't even connect that. I'm like, it's a regular hood. Like, what the
But
fuck?
you did.
Like,
Well, you did say you got this like at the age of 8 or 9. So another question I want to ask you too is like, what did they do with your beard at the time? Did they shave that too? Or?
I didn't have a beard. Well, funny thing is
I don't
about
believe
13. 13 was when I started growing.
Dude, so I remember there was this girl I liked, and I was like at 13 or 14 at this time, and I'm growing out my hair. Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna be with you. God damn it. And by the way, at the time you were 8 years
you
old.
You knew we were supposed to be together, but you still dated other people.
So you
See,
want me
that's
at
why
13?
That's why I can't trust. That's why I can't trust you guys, because you knew we were going to be together, but you were still dating other people.
Meanwhile, you're walking around playing with toys and shit.
Jet, you're 8 at this time.
Yeah, why are you playing with his Hot Wheels?
Exactly.
He shouldn't have dated anyone. I waited
Did you?
Did
until
you?
I didn't.
Dude, do you know
Until
how many
I didn't.
people? You know how many people's lives?
Fucking
just-
same dog.
Oh, gang gang.
Exactly. Roxy knows what I'm talking about.
She
Really?
doesn't.
Was it?
I waited until I didn't.
That man, fuck y'all.
I waited longer than I wanted to.
Let's get God.
Shit, man. No, but like, so when I was like 13, though, dude, like, this hair kept growing out, and then I thought it was cool. Because another thing too is like my dad used to use this against me. Like I'll talk shit to him. He's like, yeah, talk to me like that when you got some hair on your balls. And I was like, one day I'm gonna grow hair. God, I'm talking about my balls, Corey. God damn.
Damn.
Thank God.
Hey, Corey
know
wants to
about
hear.
them hairs.
Yeah, he wants to know all about them bald hairs.
So when I was like 4, I just started shaving random parts of my
Look,
body.
look,
shit,
Apple,
we're
we
alive.
weren't all gifted with genetics to have fucking pubic hair as soon as we got out the wound, all right?
I mean,
For some of us, that's a
your hair
moment
grows
growing
pretty
up.
fast, doesn't it?
Hold on.
Are
Who's looking Did you get pubic hair right when you popped out of the womb?
No, I'm talking about this Ewok motherfucker.
I mean,
named Alan
honestly,
Checkers.
probably.
That's what I said.
No, this brings up a good thing. Have y'all been seeing the TikTok trend of the pandemic babies going around
Yeah, they're
about how
ugly
they're
as
all
fuck.
like hairy as fuck and huge as fuck?
Mm-hmm. Dude, one of them came out like Ron Jeremy though. He just kind of like, hey, what's up? He just came right out of the pussy. No, but
What?
Is there something really going on with pandemic babies though? Because like that is kind of scary.
Yes, there's been a trend on TikTok where everyone has been showing off, at least not everyone, but the people that have had kids during the pandemic, they're showing how their child is different from a regular child. And I've seen a bunch of children who are supposed to be like a couple months old and they already look like they're older than they already are. Like, for example, I saw one baby about like this big. I'm talking about it as if it were a fish I caught, like this fucking big
I know,
dog.
man.
But the baby was supposed to be like 3 months old, but it already looked like a 1-year-old. Like this shit was huge. Like both of its arms were like completely covered in hair.
Did he have
It looked
tattoos?
like it had a weave on, basically. Like this was a hairy ass, huge ass baby.
That ain't no baby. That's a Sasquatch.
No, you know what it is though, dude. Because I've noticed this. Like evolution's like being a big thing. Like babies from 2005 to like 2018, like they the kids like grow, like they get their man voices faster, and like they get tall. Even the women babies, they get man voices faster.
What?
I'm just joking.
That entire sentence. Even the women babies get their man voices faster.
No,
Not a
but,
single
like,
part of that
they're getting
sentence.
smarter and stuff too. And like another thing too, it's
Daddy.
like that stuff like when kids
Daddy.
like, watch the internet and everything, it gets them like smarter too. So like there's kids that are fucking like 5 years old that have like the intellectual like back and forth with adults that like you wouldn't get until you're 13. Like they are talking shit. They're quick witted. They're fucking. Like,
Puberty's happening faster, a lot of times faster. It's more of a situation of just like.
oh, do you think he was gonna say some terminology that was really smart? He's like they're faster. They're like super duper faster. I thought you were gonna say
They
something
are
really scientific.
better. They are faster. They are stronger.
They're the best in the whole.
Okay,
wide
fine.
Best.
I won't say anything else then.
No, sorry, no. I thought it was funny
Nope.
because I really
You
thought
you guys got it.
No, because you're a scientist. You know all these big words. I don't know nothing. I know boo boo gaga pee pee. Like I don't know.
Big words. He just
because
said
of Goo Goo Gaga, they gaga their gagas to Goo Goo Gaga and Goo Goo Gaga Gaga.
I understood
Yeah,
that.
I'm talking about a 4-year-old.
Cost me like a 4-year-old.
Oh, fucking A, dude. That's great. Anyways, I kind of feel bad because like I'm gonna get into the review really quick because I really want to talk about this. It's been so long, and I know that Roxy and Ganja are in here, and I'm sorry if you guys
Hello.
heard most of it, but yeah. By the way, how you doing, Ganja? How's it going?
I'm doing fine. Just having a good old day. Getting ready for my trip coming up soon.
Mhm.
Your boy's gonna be gone for a little while, but besides
For
that,
a month.
not for a fucking month.
For
This-
2 years, I'm
She-
gonna be alone.
I'm only gonna be
with
gone for
Mr.
2
Widow
weeks and like 4
in this
days, y'all.
apartment for 2 fucking years, just like picking up traits and shit.
Okay,
Y'all
okay. Like,
Y'all think I joined the merchant marine? And I'm going on a
no,
city
apparently
duty tour
Ganja's
around the
home
world
is
and
going on
shit.
the Odyssey.
I'll be back, baby. 10 years later.
By the
That's
way,
what
dude,
they all fucking say.
you know what's funny though, Ganja, is like I was wondering what those fucking roses behind rocks is. I was like, why are those there? What did you do to fuck up?
Because he knows he's fucking leaving. And then the little tiny one in the cup I got from a guy who works in the club.
Ganja and BSS?
Wait.
No, it
He
was
gave
it was
everyone
It
one.
was the Rose dude that
Including
sells roses
ganja.
on the corner, bro.
Yeah, I work EDM night and Latin night, and on Latin night there's a guy who comes in and sells burritos, and then there's a guy who comes in and sells roses. Shut the fuck up!
No,
and
that's
sells
funny.
roses. So as a thank you, he gave every person that worked the club a rose.
Well, that's beautiful. No, and by the way, just pointing this out here. I'm not saying that Mexicans are always doing stuff with burritos, but that guy certainly doesn't want to like deviate from the book.
So
Like,
some
sweet.
white guy that's selling burritos. You'd be like, oh yeah, totally, that's cool.
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust it, to be honest.
I was just about to say that shit, Jet.
He makes a lot of cash on.
Why
Latin
is
night,
Craig
though.
up here, 11 o'clock at night, selling tacos? He's gonna give me the
I mean,
shit.
that would be kind of stuff.
He don't got a Taco Bell outfit. He's gonna give me the shits. I don't trust his rotisserie chicken, whatever the fuck he calls it.
Even if he had a Taco Bell outfit, you're probably still getting the shit.
Yeah, but I know what I'm dealing with, right? That's like messing with a fucking bear in the wild. You understand the consequences.
Yeah, man. But anyways, gonna move on to I guess some of the show here. We'll get topics and everything later. But for those of you that don't know, we're still at a bit of a deficit as far as bit bounties go. We're still trying to catch up with everything, and we're almost there. You know,
what
one
the
of these.
fuck is this?
Oh yeah, this is good old Azumi. Gotta tell you, man, I'm surprised by this because here's the thing too. Just so you guys know, I mean, we're pretty much all the way caught up with everything except for Ready to Rumble. We're gonna be watching that very, very soon. Cannot wait to do that. But Azumi, the trailer you just saw right here, it's a film that came out back in 2003, which I was surprised by. I only found it out today. But the movie is titled after the main character. And that main character is Azumi. Which, by the way, Alan, did you watch any of this? By the way, I know you like tried to watch it and you realized how long it was and you couldn't finish it. But like, how much of this did you see, if you saw any?
I wasn't able to really even see much, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be very helpful. I was excited to see this movie because, again, sword fighting. I'm like, okay, sword fighting is my jam, but life just decided to get in the way, and my internet company decided to kick me in the nuts, so I was busy about as soon as I got home.
Yeah, I know
Did you call it
exactly.
your Space Jam.
Oh, fuck Space
Hey,
Jam.
Porky Pig is better than Drake.
He's really
I
good.
give you
He's
that.
not better than Drake. Don't get mad that Drake did more with Canada than you did, okay, man? I'm just
Oh,
telling
quickly. Full
At
price.
least I
love the fuck out of
recognize I'm
Space Jam.
Canadian.
If you hate Space Jam, it's because you're stuck in nostalgia. Except your balls are going gray. Anyway, so what about this movie?
No, but Azumi, the main character here, she's played by an actress and pop star named Ayawedo, something like that. I don't know how to say her name.
Ayahuasca, gotcha.
Yeah, but she's, in my opinion, I think the only reason why she's in this role is because of her significance in the music industry. Because as far as the choreography and all that shit goes in this movie, she is undeniably inferior to every single other fucking human fucking being in this entire fucking movie. She is horrible. Horrible. I cannot stand this fucking woman. She is awful. And, like, I feel like, dude, I get, like, and I'm going to bring this up later on because I have some, like, fucking bullet points written here, so I'm kind of cheating off a sheet here, guys. But at the same time, I'm telling you from the bottom of my fucking heart, this feels like the Asian version of Mila Djokovic in Resident Evil. And,
Oh, that bad?
yeah, like, it's so clear the director, like, got all up in both holes in this motherfucker. Or he's a fan. Like, he's just like, yo, bro, this is my favorite singer. I just want her in this movie. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's so obvious that she does not belong in this movie because there's so many great talents in this movie. I don't like it. Just spoiler alert, I don't like this movie at all. But there's so much shit going on here, and she's always in the fucking way. And it's like it completely takes away any kind of like heft to any talents that are in this movie. But Jet, right away, I'm gonna ask you: do you feel the same way about Azumi as I do as far as that main character goes? Because I couldn't stand her.
Well, the thing is about this movie is like, I didn't find it boring, but I definitely didn't like it either. And the thing is, Azumi probably is I wouldn't say the most boring character in here, but she's very much the least interesting.
Yeah, because she's an assassin, which already puts you in a position of not necessarily giving a fuck.
She is one of those characters that everyone says, like, "Oh my god, they're so strong! Oh my god, I can't believe it! Oh my god, you're much better than everyone else." And then, like, you don't see it throughout the movie until like maybe the very, very end.
Yeah, which is a problem for me. But you know, right away, like she's an assassin, so like I don't really give a fuck about anything that happens to her because her job is to kill people. Like that's her whole thing. So why am I gonna like I don't care that these douchebags, because I think assassins are assholes. You know, like you sneak up in people and kill them. So yeah, fuck.
Hey, I love Assassin's Creed. Fuck you.
But she's part of a group of assassins and has this complete douchebag of a mentor, samurai called Master Gesai. Gesei, I don't know, I'm not Japanese. But he literally believes so hard in his ridiculous assassin mantra that he basically has the entire team split up into twos and forces them to kill their partner to prove that they're able to prevent themselves from having emotion. So yeah, cool concept, terrible execution, and I think it's really, really awful of an idea to fucking like kill your own team members, because this entire movie they're fighting against like the war of numbers. There's always like 30, 40, 50 fucking people versus like just these like 5 people, and it's really frustrating. And I think it's really stupid, because if you're into the idea of the kayfabe of the movie and like, oh man, like these guys, something like 300 actually, where it's like they just go, they're on this journey on foot, taking care of shit, but like they'll go into like a community, whatever, and a bunch of people are being killed, and we're supposed to have this concept that this main group that Azumi is with, they're fucking amazing. They're great assassins, and she's amazing. And she has like damn near fucking superpowers and shit. But yet the Master Gensai is like, no, don't fight. Don't do that. That's not a good thing. But then, like, make sure to kill your partners, though. It's like, you've made us do more, like, actions against ourselves than fucking anybody else. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But just so you guys know, this is basically based on a manga, which I did not know either. And, you know, obviously I don't know shit about the manga. You know what I mean? Gene Jeter is the one who actually asked us to do this, so I don't know anything about the stuff as far as, like, my fandom goes or anything like that. But the manga does dive deep into the lore of the Toyotomi and Takagawa clans. And they even do something as simple as explain the significance of Azumi, because her mentor in the manga is Gigi, who later reveals himself to be Gensai Obata. But in their little society that they call it the Fog Valley, her and the group of assassins, which, you know, ones I was talking about earlier where they had to kill each other or whatever, they don't do that in the manga. Like, that never happens. And then also, too, in the manga, they're like 10 to 12-year-olds. And that's kind of important as far as, like, talking about the manga goes, because... also, too, in the manga, like, they're farmers and they're trained to be ninjas. They're students. They're not assassins. That's a pretty big fucking difference between what they are in this movie, because if they're assassins in the movie, they are killing people. Which,
not necessarily. If you're a ninja, by definition, is an assassin as well.
Aren't they supposed to, like, find out? Like, they're almost like detectives, too?
Kinda, but a ninja's entire job is to kill people. So if you're like, that's the thing in Naruto and, like, all the fucking Hollywood... A ninja is an assassin. They are interchangeable terms.
Okay, I didn't know that then. I don't know, maybe. But they're considered students, and just that wording for me just kind of makes me set them aside to being like, okay, well, it's not so intense as what this movie's doing. As well as the fact that them being 10 to 12-year-old students, and there's 48 volumes of this manga, by the way, so it's like, I know they grow and get older, but, I mean, you know, I don't know. Just put together the fact that they're still young children, even at the end of the fucking volumes or whatever. But the thing is, though, it's like one of the things that they showed that gives significance to Azumi being the main character is that she's the only female within this group of students, which is the same way in this movie. However, and this is what I don't like about the fucking movie, you know, in the manga, these kids don't know about genders. They never taught them, like, there's, you know, penises and there's vaginas, blah, blah, blah. So no one treats her crazy. Kind of like Mulan. And I never seen the original Mulan, but I saw the Disney Plus one that came out, like, last year or whatever. And, like, in that new version of Mulan, it's the same kind of story, except there is guys... well, she's acting like she's a guy. And then I think somebody finds out, and there's kind of like some love interest thing going on there. In the manga of this, that doesn't happen either. But in the movie, and this is the thing, and Jack, I'm going to get your opinion on this, but, like, it's annoying that every single dude uses her gender to be, like, the bad guy. Where, like, they kick her, they punch her, they slice her arm halfway off, whatever. And then it's like, oh, you're so cute. You're so beautiful. Oh, I want to fuck you. Oh, I'm going. Let me see that ass. All that shit throughout the whole movie. There's not one scene where someone's not flirting with her trying to kill her. There's a bunch of, like, almost rape moments. There's a bunch of that shit, and it is, like, a little much. It's doing that over and over again. But, Jet, what did you feel about that? Was that take you off of it a little bit as far as, like, the movie goes, and was it a little repetitive for you?
It goes back into me just being annoyed by her character because she wasn't really interesting. And, like, she is pretty. But then, like, they just kept saying it, like, over and over again, especially when, like, they're about to get into a fight. Like, oh, you're so gorgeous. Ha! 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 Anyway, oh, my God. You're pretty. Oh! Ha! 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 Like, that happened at least, like, 8 times in, like, the entire run. Like, each fight, they have to mention, like, how pretty she is. And it's like, oh, okay, we got it the first couple of times. Like, we get it. Can we show, like, more of her actually fighting now? And then the thing is with her fight scenes, too, until the very end, yeah, it was kind of boring.
Yeah, because, like, the first half of the movie, there was really, really bad sound design in the sense of, like, she's hitting people, and it's not even going, ching, like, none of that shit, right? Yeah. And it's like, sound design is really, really important. One example I give the best of to is The Force Awakens. I know that sounds like a really weird thing to bring up in this conversation, but, like, in Star Wars The Force Awakens, it's the first time we got, like, a really new modernized version of the Star Wars movies. So, like, all the other shit that was all, like, pew, 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 all that bullshit, the new one had bass to it, and it was like, oh shit, like fucking that Millennium Falcon's fucking badass, and like look at these explosions, and it just made the whole thing better. And in this, it's like they muted on purpose so you don't hear the slicing of things until the second half of the movie where like everyone's fighting, but it ruins the choreography because I don't know what has oomph and what doesn't have oomph, because the biggest thing about this that's kind of an issue is that the actress who plays Azumi is fucking terrible, and they had to edit around all her bullshit. So it just kind of like ruins the whole feel of the movie, and there's so much like special effects happening. There's lots of prosthetics being used, and
A lot of bad wigs.
yeah, a lot of bad wigs.
You see that a lot with a lot of these adaptations, where it's like they don't get the outfits right. They don't know exactly how they want to get a lot of the action going on. Because I actually just went and just found a bunch of random fight scenes. I'm like, oh, these are really badly choreographed. Like, really bad. Like when you start seeing them, like, oh yeah, the sequences are good. But if you cut every single time you hit, you have a bad fight scene.
Yeah, and like it cuts like to the point where it cuts at like stances after like a cut. Like you know what I mean? Like she'll slash somebody with the sword, and then she looks at the camera, and then we see her from the left, then we see her from the right, then we see her from the front, and then we see the guy fall down, there's blood everywhere. I'm like, okay, well that's easy to do. You can have the motherfucker go on his knees, and someone sprayed bloody blood juice all over him. Like, come on, dude. Like, I mean, I know like we're cynical and shit, and like we know how movies are made, but I feel like even as a kid who was in 2003, I still wouldn't be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like there was things came out fucking 20 years before this that did that stuff way better.
Oh yeah, you can easily find action movies from like the 90s and 80s that do way better, especially with swords. Like swords is sometimes incredibly easy to do or incredibly difficult to do, depending on exactly what you want to show the audience.
But Jet, like everybody that wasn't Azumi, what'd you think about them, especially the villain? Because that villain was very like cocky and almost flamboyant. And
which villain? Like there's like
3 of them.
There's fucking like 10 of them in here, and it's just like I was getting them confused.
The main one that I want to bring up is this particular guy, because I don't even know their names, so that's how much fucking research I did here, guys. But at the same time, like this dude reminds me of like almost like a legitimate Joker-ish type guy, where he's just like Joker.
He is like a combination of that one white-haired dude, well, the redhead white-haired dude from Yu Yu Hakusho and Sephiroth combined. Like how they would act, how they would act if basically they got put in like a live action, to where it's just like, oh man, this is cool as shit in the games and anime, but when you see it in person, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was strange, but like I will say, like I liked him because there's certain things where he's so flamboyant that it's like extremely gay, but like kind of makes him more badass. Like if there's a character who's very like, hey, I'm fancy, I'm beautiful.
This is definitely like like obviously like yeah, it's a manga basically made in live action, but it's just like it's so crazy. Like sometimes things are just better left being either animated or left in manga form, because while this is super crazy, like something like a shonen, and all this one made me want to do is watch an actual shonen, to where like things like the villain who holds a rose and basically uses that as a weapon. It's just like, this looks stupid as fuck here. But in another show, like something like Yu Yu Hakusho, that character's badass. But here, it just looks fucking stupid. Like, if you hit me with a fucking rose, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Just throw a flower.
The thing is, I want to bring up big time about this, because I love that you said like, oh, this makes you want to watch like Yu Yu Hakusho or something else, whatever. For me,
like just a regular shonen.
Yeah, for me, it made me want to play a video game, and there's actually a game that's based on this. This is the Azumi video game, and I don't know if it was based on like the manga.
What? This is a video game?
Yeah, dude. And I gotta be honest, like looking at this, and well, more so talking about the movie, because like this looks like shit, but like the movie,
this looks like fucking garbage.
But
you're just over here just killing random people and shit. It's
like Dynasty Warriors. I think that's what they're trying to.
No, I saw no. It's not let's say the Dynasty Warriors. It's very similar to what the old sword fighting action games used to be, because Dynasty Warriors is very over the top with every single action. This is very standard for that time.
Yeah, but it's on PS2, 2003 or whatever the fuck, and it's like it probably was a pretty cool game back then. I loved the first run of PS2 games that are like this, like Onimusha, I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah, I know yeah.
That was incredible, and it even had like the Resident Evil, because it was from Capcom, so they kind of kept the tank camera controls like within it, which was pretty cool. Oh, dude, Game Boy, yeah, Tenchu. I forgot if that was on PS1 or PS2 or even.
They made a lot of them, so.
Yeah, goddamn, there's a lot of good games from back then. But yeah, dude, it's like I kind of like this kind of type of stuff. But watching the movie, I mean, obviously from 2021, I'm thinking of Ghost of Tsushima, Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors, a bunch of shit, even Rise to Honor to a certain extent. And like looking at the movie, I was like, like I'm hating this, and I hate being like confined to this fucking chair of doom watching this movie when I want to do something else. And that's the thing, is like it's a compliment as well as like a bad thing, because like yeah, the movie sucked. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the fucking movie. All right?
This movie is what happens when you adapt like anime and manga, and then you don't do the extra tweaking. It's just really like goofy.
Yeah.
Like in anime form, it'd be like, oh damn, that's cool. But in here, it's just like, okay, like this is silly, but I'm not bored. It's kind of funny. But if it had a little bit more it had a little bit more like tweaking and a little bit more like rewrites and stuff like that, it'd be all right.
But I guess like the thing I want to say to kind of I guess put all this to an end, and close the chapter on whatever this fucking movie was, is that right away, 2 out of 5, and I know that's like way higher than the score than what I'm laying on. Keep in mind, guys, and I hopefully don't piss anybody off by this, because I'm just trying to be fucking honest. I'm not really within Asian culture. It's just the thing. Like I'm barely into anime. I barely started giving anime a chance like fucking 3 years ago when I first started hanging around with Jet. And half of that is just me wanting to hang out with her. I don't really like anime. But there is some animes I do like. And it's like, as far as like the culture goes, it comes across as a little ridiculous sometimes because I'm so American. And then when I watch like this movie that has American voice actors, like, get some voice actors that are Asian but speak English, please. Don't get American voice actors that are like, whoa.
I was gonna ask, did you guys watch this dubbed or subbed?
Dubbed, and it was a bad idea. We should have did it subbed.
Ooh, yeah, that's a terrible idea. You might as well have me saying all the voices.
Yeah, and
this came out in the early 2000s, to where like most dubbing, even in anime, was absolutely atrocious, except for maybe like a few things, like stuff that was on Toonami had some good dubbing, but everything else was pretty bad.
Yeah, and in Apocalypse, he said Korean movies are dope, but we should definitely check out Korean cinema. I don't know much about that. I feel like The Handmaiden was Korean.
That's
a lot of
more
my watches.
Yeah, that's more alley in 90s is a specialty.
But like, as far as a lot of what you're saying with a lot of Asian culture, because like, again, me and you have been friends for years, so I fucking love East Asian fight movies. Like, that's my jam. It's like, a lot of times, like, again, I got used to it. If we're watching anime, just reading subtitles. I never do dubs, because it's always like they'll just get like 3 people to do like 8 voices of people in the movie. But even if you want to go what's actually happening in there, it's like there's a lot of stuff you'll start seeing. There's a lot of cultural stuff, like a lot of eating, a lot of just family, a lot of sitting around before you get between each of the fight scenes. But they do a lot of focus on the characterization. That's why I love fight scenes, because when you do an action scene, you focus on the spectacle. You focus on the environment. That's why the Avengers, it's all about explosions, Michael Bay movies, think about that.
Yeah.
But when you do a fight scene, it's about the person. But if you hate the person, it falls apart.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And it's weird because like I never really gave a shit too much about story when it comes to like watching anything that I don't understand. It's like culture or just watching it for the action, whatever the fuck. And this movie has lots of action, which is super fucking cool. Like, I appreciate that. And yeah, 500 bits for a bit bounty for a movie. If you want to do that, I don't want to shit on something else.
Which one?
What, Old Boy for a movie?
Yeah. Somebody said Old Boy in the chat. Which one?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm scared. There's many different Old Boys.
There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them because I've seen one already.
Okay, yeah, he says original.
I would, dude. If you accept that, I'm in on that easily.
And those bits come in, man. You and you can watch it with Jet. We can sit there, have a good time. But then at the same time, if I don't like it, please don't hate me.
Look, I'll say this, Nick. You'll hate the entire movie except for one scene.
Okay, possibly. I could see that happening. But the reason I'm giving this a 2 out of 5 though is because of the fact that it's like, okay, like take all that, because like it's the same way I look at Marvel stuff. I don't like Marvel, so I have to just accept halfway through. Whatever the Marvelisms I don't like, give it credit for half. Because whoever does like this will fucking love the Marvel things. And when it comes to like this movie, Azumi, if you like choreography and random fighting and lots of like the anime inspired, like whatever the fuck, this is your shit. This is gonna be cool. And like the blood effects here and like the amount, like the quantity, not quality, but the quantity of fighting here. This movie is not boring, and that's the most important thing when it comes to movies, man. Even if the movie is made well and has an amazing story, amazing acting, if it's boring, I take away all the points. Don't you dare bore me for an hour and a fucking half. This movie is definitely not boring. If you fucking oh shit, old boy original Korean film, we're watching it. Gene, thank you very much, sir. Alan, Jet, and honestly, Roxy.
Fucking finally, and I will predict Nick's gonna hate this goddamn
You know
movie
what?
for like the ending mostly.
Just to see how you react to that, and I'm willing.
Yeah, the ending. Oh my god.
Wait, you've seen this, Gotcha?
I ain't seen it. I just heard stories about it because it's one of those ones with notorious endings.
I've seen the Spike Lee one, so it's a direct adaptation, like remake of it. So it's like I technically seen the movie. So I guess when the review happens, I'll talk about both of them and how they compare. But yeah, Old Boys is one of those things I've always wanted to see the original because people say the original's way better. But I'm
Wait,
like,
you
I
haven't
also,
seen the original?
I've never seen the original. I've only seen the Spike Lee one.
I'm gonna have to educate this boy.
I've seen the fight scene 100 times, so.
Okay, I'm very curious. And speaking of fight scenes, like one thing, I'm gonna have Jet be the main event as far as rating goes. But like one more thing before you go.
One
in
more
Azumi,
thing.
In Azumi, they have this stupid. And I hate this about these fucking movies, especially in Asia. One person versus 100 people. It's the stupidest
That's
fucking.
the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen in my goddamn fucking life.
Y'all get ready. I'm gonna defend this shit.
Goddamn right.
It's so dumb. Like even in fucking that Quentin Tarantino movie, Kill Bill, it's like, come on, dude. Like, and I know that I've legitimately made you mad about that before, Alan. I'm sorry, but like, can we fucking please stop? Like, it makes no sense.
It's not about making sense. You have to stop seeing it from, think about it. Like to take it from perspective. It's not necessarily a situation where you got to think of it from a wrestling point of view. It's not necessarily of whether or not this is realistic. It's more of what it means to the person, what it means to what's going on in the situation. This is especially the Kill Bill, and I'll make this extremely quick. It's not about that. How can she do this? It's the fact that her rage is allowing her.
Okay.
That's what the point of that sequence is.
Yeah. So. You know, I don't know. Maybe when you, I'm still.
I mean,
scared
her fighting was absolute trash most of this fucking movie. So the fact that she was even able to do that at the end, I'm just kind of like, okay, bitch.
And like, here's the thing, like, in Kill Bill, it's a crazy 88. In here, dude, it's like a whole army.
Like, I mean, it depends on how the choreography is, but again,
that looked like a good fucking 100 people.
Yeah, and then like, there's even like some slapstick where it's like, oh, if I get in front of the guys who have guns way in the back, and then I move out of the way, then they shoot their own guys, and they'll start a fight. Like, hey, you shot my friend Billy. Whoa! And then they start fighting. It's like, oh, you fucking dumb shit. Fuck. Damn it. Anyways, 2 out of 5 for me, Jet. Any last words as well as your rating? And you beat this movie's ass.
Like I said before, it's a 2003 Japanese, ninja movie. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I can't be too hard on it because a lot of those movies are kind of campy and silly and stuff, and just kind of go over the top and stuff. I would have preferred to see this in like animated form because I think it would have worked way, way better.
Yeah.
And like someone in the chat said, like we probably should watch in
subs.
But the thing is, like we had a lot of stuff to do at the same time, so it's better for us to basically be able to listen to it and also like look back at the screen, blah blah blah. But no. I wasn't bored by it, but I was bored by the characters, if that makes sense. Like, what they were doing wasn't boring, but the characters were.
Yeah.
There's not one character in here I gave 2 shits about. That master actually being the absolute worst. His reasonings for stuff did not make no goddamn sense.
He dressed like Raiden, by the way, and he acts just like Raiden for the new Mortal Kombat, which was the only thing bad about that fucking movie. So, yeah. Fuck people who look like Raiden. I'm sick of that shit.
No, it's just more like, it's just like your reasoning for doing what you did, like 2 things early on in the movie, like your reasonings for what you did, like don't make any sense, especially for what you're going for. And also it didn't work. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're just a bad fucking teacher. And it's just like, I don't hate it. Like it was good, it was goofy. Like,
sorry.
There's some shit that I did laugh at too, so I'll give it a 2.5.
2.5. You actually give it a 0.5 fucking higher than I did. I'm surprised. But with that said though, guys, one more thing before we get out of here. I thought we have room to do a couple more things other than that, but I just want to do this very, very quickly. I'm hyped because apparently Clerks 3 finally, after the whole long ass fucking pandemic shit's going on, they're gonna begin filming next month. The entire original cast returning. Now here's the thing, man. I know people, and I don't give a fuck. Fever, what the fuck? I don't know how to say your shit. But anyways, so people have been talking a lot about like all these things coming back, iCarly and this thing and that thing, blah blah blah. And always like, hey guys, like fucking, we want to have like the original cast come back because how dare you disrespect the original and blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. In this situation though, these people really are old, And like I don't really care. I mean, granted, like these guys, I want them to come back, yeah, too. But like if they bring back Snowball and fucking like all these dudes that are already like 40 years old and fucking original, that's gonna be strange. And I would hate if Dante Hazel's fucking girlfriends come back. That would piss me the fuck off. But right away, I gotta ask the people that enjoy this shit the most. Ganja Guru, we're gonna start off with you, dude. What are you feeling about Clerks 3 coming back and having the original actors come back?
I'm hyped for it. I'm especially excited the fact that he's getting the original cast back, because that was one thing I really enjoyed from the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, was all the original cast members coming back, as well as some of the more extended universe cast members making a quick cameo appearance, right even down to like Matt Damon showing up for a quick skit, which was enjoyable. But besides that, I'm wondering what the storyline is going to be, because you do get little hints here and there throughout the Jay and Silent Bob one. For example, the video store is gone; it's got replaced by a Redbox. So
That's fucking funny.
So I'm wondering like what they're going to talk about, what it's going to be the experience. Because one of the reasons I like Jay and Silent Bob was there was younger characters interact off of them, so there was a little bit of that culture clash as well as a generational clash. If this is all going to be people within like the late 40s and 50s telling me like, "Oh man, it sucks that we don't get respected, bro, because we just want to work a minimum wage job," like y'all been doing this for 20 plus fucking years. So I'm hoping something interesting happens. Maybe even something like completely crazy, like something from the anime series I'm even expecting, just so they have something to do and to give these characters something to expand on. Because if it's just him thinking like again, a 20-year-old slacker who just happens to be 50 now at this point, it's not going to hit the same. So you're going to sound like a disgruntled old man to me.
Yeah. Roxy, how about you, though? What are you feeling about this? Because you and Ganja are the two people that I actually connect with Clerks the most. But yeah, you hyped about this at all? Do you feel like
That's actually how our relationship started with the Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Gay.
I agree, that is pretty gay. And coming from someone that is gay, it's pretty gay.
Yeah, that's true. What the fuck do you think about it?
Bring back Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud. Okay. I want to know what the fuck they're up to now. Ever since they got arrested, like, were they set free? Are they going to be back in Tijuana? Are they doing like a nationwide or like maybe Mexico-wide tour? Are they going to show up at like someone's wedding, possibly divorce, or maybe like someone's having a baby shower and they're like, fuck it, just bring in, Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud. We need entertainment and shit.
Do you think they would get canceled for doing that nowadays? Like, not canceled, obviously.
I don't know. Coming from the Kevin Smith universe, a lot of his fans would understand that and be completely okay with it.
Oh, shit, I know. Thank you very much for the 500 bits.
Fuck yes! You get to watch a movie I like.
God damn it, also we never had to watch it.
We will do that this week. I think we can do that very, very fucking soon. Just on Ganja's excitement alone. Go ahead, Roxy, I'm sorry.
What I think about it is... Okay, oh, God. Okay, anyways. But I am excited to see, how the universe ties in, but tying back to the Donkey Show, basically. I feel like everyone within the Kevin Smith universe is very much fully well aware of that, so I don't think necessarily it might get canceled. But maybe for, like, a more progressive audience, or perhaps, like, people who are being introduced to it by, like, say, similar with us. We're familiar with it, but maybe we'll bring someone in who's new to it, and we'll be like, hey, just watch this and tell me what you think. Yeah. So maybe he might dial it back just a little bit. Not too much, though.
And it might be a good idea to dial it back, because I will feel like, man, when I saw this in the original, I was like, man, that's a little stupid. Like, like the whole thing I was kind of like into and everything too. That happened like right after like they played Smashing Pumpkins. I was actually feeling like shit and all sad. And it's like Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud, and I was like, oh, why we gotta fucking go there? But Jet, me and you, and especially with you being forced to watch that Clerks animated series, are you a little sick of Clerks in general, the IP? Are you kind of like, oh god, we're gonna go back to that fucking well?
Well, I like the first Clerks a lot, and the second one it's all right. But I mean, it doesn't mean like I'm not gonna be excited for this third one.
Yeah, because wait, what would like I don't know how to ask, because like it's just Clerks, like it's not that they're superheroes or anything. But like, is there anything that you have like an expectation for? Like, if someone asks you like, hey, what would you do with Clerks, Jet? Like, what's an interesting scenario that you would want? What scenario would you put them in at this point?
At this point, I don't really care about putting them in any scenarios. I just want to know what happened to that goddamn baby.
Wait, what baby? Oh, Rosario Dawson's baby? Or was she pregnant? Or I can't remember.
Yeah, that was the whole thing in the second one. She got pregnant.
Oh, spoilers!
But so that's confusing me because she appeared in
Reboot.
Yeah, she appeared in Reboot, and she was with the mom of
Justice.
the mom of justice. So I'm just like, okay, what happened here?
That is gonna be really confusing. Yeah, I'm worried about that too. But I mean, that doesn't sound terrible. I was gonna say hopefully they aborted it. I know it sounds fucked up, but for storyline purposes, I feel like that was.
It's
thing.
Kevin Smith, so it's probably not that far outside.
I mean, if we go by Alan's relationship love life, it fell apart, and he's probably like a single dad at this point.
Yeah, you mean Dante? Because you said Alan, and I'm
no. I stay what I said, right?
So as Dante
whatever.
Allen, what are your thoughts on this?
Look, man, I don't like Kevin Smith movies. In fact, I've only seen 3 Kevin Smith movies, and 2 of them were identical.
Yeah.
So one of them was
Chasing Amy.
I've not seen Chasing Amy, but I feel like every single time Kevin Smith makes a movie, he thinks it's his last movie he's ever gonna make, which is good because he just pulls out all stops.
Do that to you.
I know, but it feels like every movie he does that, where it's like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make another fucking movie again, so let me just make this one. And sometimes that's good, but I feel like he pulls out almost the same kind of stops at every single time, where he gets the same crew, the same actor, the same kind of references in some cases. I'm honestly for Clerks 3, it's like, look, I guess we're gonna watch Clerks 2 at some goddamn point, but I don't expect anything out of this movie. In fact, I expect to be really bored because his level of comedy is that of a 4-year-old, basically that of knowing ganja, him being my best friend for fucking last 4 years. I hang out with Kevin James.
Kevin Smith, for fuck's
Whatever.
sake.
I don't give a shit. They're both
My eyes
fucking-
getting weary. My back is getting
I don't
tight.
feel bad at all for making that Dante joke earlier. At
Oh,
all.
go
Really
to
quick,
hell.
hey, both of you, before you guys start fighting and then eventually make out, go join the other call. I made it because this one's gonna turn off. So bring your asses in
Yeah.
here.
You're not my dad.
They're both unfunny
Okay.
and they're both.
Well, Jed just came in
Speaking
here
of
before. But go ahead.
Kevin
Smith?
Smith basically putting making every one of his newer movies like it's his last.
Yeah.
Did you guys read the synopsis of what the third one's supposed to be about?
I don't fucking know.
No, actually, I have
few-
not.
So it has to do with he gave Dante the heart attack that he got in real life.
What?
That's
So,
fucked
That's
up.
why I was just like, wait, did you guys read what the
No, I just guessed it out of the blue.
Damn, that's kind of interesting though, but just a little sad. I don't know what to think about that.
I know
I
exactly
wasn't
what
even
you mean.
supposed to die today.
No, I know exactly what it'd be because it's gonna be what I think. Again, I enjoyed the first Clerks. The best part of Clerks 1 was the ending where the two have a conversation in which one of the guys that's been this dumbass, doesn't give a shit, is basically telling Dante, "You're not better than the customers you make fun of. You're just like them. You just think you're better because you're behind the cash." You could easily have a conversation of what it's like to fucking work 50 years in fucking retail, because everyone that's ever worked retail knows someone that's been there for 60 fucking years. And you know how they don't give a shit about life anymore or whatever the fuck. So you could easily have a situation where the dude has a fucking heart attack just randomly at I don't know, a cash register and goes, "Has this been my entire fucking life?" And he goes through a midlife crisis trying to figure out what the fuck he wants to do or some shit.
Yeah,
If Kevin Smith really wants to make it really good, it should be something like it was a rush hour at the fucking quick stop. And Randall's just trying to have a bullshit argument with him and the customer. And he's just trying to get everything done. Because at this point, he owns the quick stop, so he has a little more stress with it.
Yeah.
So I'm just picturing if Kevin Smith wants to do this right, just have a complete anxiety-induced moment of where his heart just finally gives up, of just all the craziness he puts up with his 20, in his 50s, the heart is just I'm done. I'm cashing out, dog.
It would be more I think it would be more just nothing's happening. So he goes, "Wait, it wasn't even rush hour?
He's just
I
at
was
the cash
just
register.
chilling."
He's just at the cash register. Man, my heart hurts. Oh
We
fuck!
should do something.
can't
Imagine
breathe.
Randall just fucking with him
Oh,
stop being a
shit.
bitch, you know?
By the way, what it says is in Clerks 3, following a massive heart attack, Randall enlists fellow clerks Dante, Elias, Jay, and Silent Bob to make a movie immortalizing his life at the convenience store that started it all.
Oh,
We're
man,
just
for
gonna
the
go
first
full
time,
circle,
it's
and
the
they're
first
gonna
time
write
in a
Clerks
movie.
1.
They're gonna write Clerks World. Yeah,
It's gonna be full circle, and they're gonna write the script to
you know
Clerks
what?
1.
You got to point out because he has a love of going back and retouching his old stuff. And if you watch the Silent Challenge,
What?
I'm sorry.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot or Strike Back?
You
Which one?
said fucking Jay and Sailor Moon or whatever the fuck you were trying to say.
Look, I was having my first heart attack just now. Give me a second.
Jay and Sailor Moon.
Anyway, with the way that the Jay and Silent Bob remake went, you can tell he really wants to go back and retouch on all those characters and give them a proper finish.
I'm sorry.
Sick of this shit, man.
but yeah, that's like I said. Like every single time he does that, where it's like, look, I get it. Like the man faces mortality, but he's also been doing that before.
By the way, it sounds like
that
talking about
happened.
ganja right now. It's like the man faces mortality. I get it. You know he's fucking stupid.
Look, man, he only has two
Gay
working
and violent
faces.
cob. What?
Gay and violent cop, Bay and Silo Mob.
That movie.
Those are great, but again, it's a situation where I'm expecting this to be because, like, I saw Clerks 1, and then I saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot, so I skipped the entire like fucking Kevin James universe.
Yo, Jay transform Snoochie Boochies, bitches.
I'm sorry, but Gway fucked it.
Quiet job.
Way and Myatt Wob. Like, what the fuck were you gonna go for?
Fuck fucking Gway and Wolverine.
You have no right to make fun of Ganja now.
I know Ganja is the one who said Wolverine. You're right.
What? No, don't you fucking
No.
try to put him under the bus.
Legit though, I would want a Jay and Silent Bob crossover with Sailor Moon. That shit would be mad
They would
hilarious.
never let that happen in a million
Oh,
fucking
it'd be
years.
so great.
Dude, Kevin Smith is dying to put Jay in that fucking dress. Like he's like,
He
"Yo, please,
is.
please."
Probably.
I gotta tell you, dude, like fucking Silent Bob or Kevin Smith, he wants to fuck Jason Mewes so bad. Like, have you noticed that? He is gay.
All right,
for
to
him.
be honest with you, if I had enough producer credits and movie financial
You
backing,
fuck him too?
I-
Like, where are you going with this?
I would put Alan in very compromising positions.
Hey, you
Look,
won't
it's
have to
not.
come.
It's not gay if it's a homie. It's
Or
just
for a homie.
consensual.
Yeah.
Look, it's not gay for a homie or the homie's movie.
Do I get a say in this?
No.
I mean, I
Is
would
that
like
what
to
you're
tell
asking?
you yes, but I hate to argue with you contract wise because the list I want you to do slowly gets etched off.
Yeah, well, I better get paid.
Oh my god. No, but anyways, yeah, Clerks 3 is definitely happening. Can't wait for that shit. But here's the thing, though, guys. I gotta drop the box for Corey, and that's not taking his shit. I
What?
promise.
No,
Are
that
you
sounds
sure?
way different than that.
Gotta
Or are you
drop the
canceling
box.
what's in the box? Like, what are you going for?
Like, dude, oh, that's been canceled.
I know.
As it should be.
Oh,
That
look
little
at-
fire got put out.
I like how Ryan comes there. Don't you talk about my baby Christian?
Who? Please stop talking? What?
Yeah.
No.
That
In fact,
our
I'll talk
podcast.
more. So when I was 4,
AKA the beginning of the show. No, but here's
Oh
the thing,
man,
though.
that New York
I
party is
gotta
gonna
post
look
it.
like a WWE riot show.
But as you guys can see, that's why I'm in the Dropbox. I gotta send that video over there to let people know on YouTube that Corey is going to be he's already started. So you guys go over there, get the fuck out of here, go bye. I hate you. But go enjoy Corey, and we are gonna see you guys again tomorrow. It's gonna be some fun stuff. I think we might be talking about Fear Street, but that's really gonna be depending on the horror girl herself, Roxy, being here. Roxy, are you coming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want you and the guy with the bird. What's his name? Alan.
no, that's
I think
Fuckboy
her
McGee.
name is Penelope.
No, I know the bird, but the boy is Fuckboy McGee.
No, that's not nice. No, I mean, no, that's definitely not nice.
Coming from someone who literally just told the fucking audience, "Oh, fucking leave, get the fuck out of here. You're a disappointment to me and your mother. That's why we're kicking you out."
He says that at the start of the show.
He said that started
That's
our
tough
friendship.
love. That's tough love.
He told me, man, you're not gonna like me after a while, guys, because I'm an asshole, man. 5 years later, shit, 6 years at this
I don't know what he
point.
told
Yeah,
me.
how do you
Hey,
still
go-
like me?
Because you're honest, you're fun to hang around with, and you're like my Carl Pinkerton. Like you get sour about shit and you get upset, but I fucking laugh my
Did you
ass
say
off.
Carl Pikachu?
Oh, that was like
Pinkerton.
if you watch the Ricky Gervais show, he had a guy that used to go to like all the trips with him and used to talk mad shit about the trips and
I don't
complain
know
the whole
who
fucking
Ricky
time.
Jamaica is.
At least you got that.
Me and
If
Gus
y'all-
are gonna
if
go
y'all-
on to Gilligal Island.
Y'all check out clips of Carl Pinkerton. This motherfucker's just like him, especially when he sends them on road trips.
What's with all these horrible names?
I
And
know.
why is Ganja
Because
missing
they're
them up
British.
every
I didn't create-
time?
I didn't create the British language or English.
Shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, though. Why'd you tell them where to fucking find you crazy
No.
assholes? On the Metropolis,
No, because when we first met, told me to go fuck myself. He doesn't want to be around.
No,
Find them on a
didn't say that.
street corner near you.
Yeah, but they'll never believe that.
By the way, I almost want Alan to not do the Metropolis thing really quick because I want to know how far he's going to go with this version of the story where he's like, man, when I first met Nick, he punched my face and then wagged his dick in my coffee and said, I fucked your mother. Like,
Oh, well, I'll tell them the real thing that you actually said. We
What'd I
popped
say?
into a game in Ark. I'm like, oh, hi, Nick. Oh, hey, what's up? And then left.
we did it?
That sounds about right.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put myself out there. So it took me a while to get used to the new age of how we're supposed to talk, but I think I called him the F word.
Yeah, you did.
Fun.
That's
We'll call
probably
them
true.
fun.
honestly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I call him fun. I was like, hey,
He
what's
called
up,
him a
man?
basket of sticks put together.
Called me
Hey,
a
that's a
friend.
pretty fun guy right there. I don't know.
Another
No.
name for cigarettes, y'all.
You know what's funny though, dude? It's like fucking like right after the call, it's like he's great. Ganja's like, yeah, you like him? I'm like, yeah, he's awesome. Everyone's like, yeah, he's cool. I'm like, yeah, he fucking argues a lot. 6 years later, motherfucker still argues about every goddamn thing.
Actually, I think it's been 5.
See,
Now you're
what the fuck I'm
arguing
saying?
about the amount of years that you've been
I
arguing?
could not help that. I was not going to
We know you can't. We know you can't.
Alan,
Shut the
tell
hell
him about
up.
Fucking Metropolis, you son of a
No.
bitch.
Tell them about how you argue on there.
No, go fuck yourself. Let Ganja do it. See how badly he fucks it up.
You know,
Hey,
yeah,
go check out
it's
the
been a while.
Metropolis. We got a bunch of shows on there. Bunch of great people. Got ours, the Naughty Podcast, talk about politics, cultural stuff. Lots of great fucking shit. You like Alan's opinions, even though they're wrong. You get extra of that shit. Go check out the Metropolis.
And he's very.
I'm not gonna forget his little shoe majesty, Cedric Farrell Williams. Go check it out.
That's not fucking. Okay.
I know it's not.
We deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve it. All right, guys, go. Cedric Farrell. I think I almost Cedric. If I forget your name, dude, I gotta like stupid motherfuckers
It's
tell me your name.
pronounced like Pharaoh.
Oh, okay. Cedric
Oh, we
Farrell.
also,
No, it's not. Don't listen
hey,
to her.
we also got some Korean pop for y'all.
No, you don't. They died.
they're on hiatus.
They're
Oh
on
my God.
hiatus.
I gotta actually
Look, I don't know nothing about no Korean sauces, okay?
watch the horror hole. They're
The
back.
news are on. They hate us. They're on. That's kind of funny, Alan. Laugh. That was funny. That's pretty good. That's clever.
Let's do the opposite.
See, this is why I don't. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Yeah,
Right.
Oh,
Do
and
that
some dudes that
boy.
mowed the lawn too. Go check out their good shit.
Wait, just
Wait,
Lana.
see, I'm